Hi, my name is Navid Saleki. I'm from Fly Products Italy, and today we're going to present to you the Eco 2 Lite with the Cosmos 300 engine.
I know you're somewhere out there, somewhere far away.
There are a couple of differences with the Eco 2 Lite compared to the other range, and I'm going to go over them. So the first one is the width of the frame of the Eco 2 Lite is slightly wider, which allows bigger passengers. So having a wider trike allows the passenger to have more room to move, which makes it a more pleasant flight, and it makes it easier also for the pilot to get in. So the Eco 2 Lite allows one also to mount a double tank system. That is how we fly in Europe, but here we also have a mount to have a single tank to be within regulations in America. Another safety aspect of the Eco 2 Lite compared to the other ones is that the Eco 2 Lite has a cable going through the roll cage attached to the frame, which allows a second security point in case something would get loose. The Eco 2 Lite comes as well with two carabiners for a single pilot or tandem flights.
A couple things that Navid did not get to talk on about the Eco 2 is that it does have a much wider mainframe. So the mainframe itself is much larger than the rest of the trikes, giving it a little bit more weight and more stability. One nice thing that comes with this motor is that it does have the choke, but it also has a cruise throttle. So while you do have your hand throttle, they also build in a cruise throttle. Down here on the base of this frame, much like several of the other Fly Products trikes, they have this elastic cord that goes from the bottom of the hoop down to the wheel. And what this does is it actually prevents your lines from getting in here and into the prop. The Eco 2 also has the capability of having a 160 centimeter prop. So even if you do have a smaller motor on it, the bigger prop capability does produce more thrust.
Guys, on the Eco 2, we do have a solid axle for each wheel. This is a very beefy, very strong axle. This is going to take hard landings where we don't flare enough on uneven surfaces, and that's even with pilot and passenger. You'll also see the way that the axle connects on the Eco 2. You've got these flex joints. So you've got flex joint, flex joint, flex joint, flex joint, flex joint. So you've got 5 flex joints on each axle position that allows some flex and some suspension with this trike. So the Eco 2 Lite does have an available cockpit. This cockpit here has the full selection of instrumentation. You've got a very nice full color fly box, altimeter, and VSI. You set it just like an airplane. You press the button before takeoff. You can set your launch elevation and you're ready to go. And you can either set it to above ground level or above mean sea level, whichever you like to reference so when you're flying. Over here in the middle, we've got the Fly Henry Fly Meter. The Fly Meter has several inputs. On this unit, we've got input for engine water temperature, engine exhaust gas temperature, ambient air temperature. We've got RPM, total hours, which is inside the unit itself. It's got several trip timers and trip meters. And then later on, in the near future, we'll have sensors for the capability to show us also the fuel level and a fuel flow meter that will show us liters per hour burned during your flight. Also here on the cockpit, this unit has the Skyflower strobe system. This is the Trike strobe system. So you actually get 3 light units on the trike, and each light unit has integrated position lighting, steady white lights, plus a flashing strobe light, and we have controls right here in the cockpit. So it's really neat. We can turn the Skyflower off, and when we turn the Skyflower system on, without even looking behind you, you know it's working because you see the little green flash around the button that tells you the pattern at which the lights are flashing. You can change the flash pattern, and we can even set it to a constant on position, which might be helpful. You don't want to have the strobe effect and you're taxiing out to the field in the morning before sunrise and the lights are just constant on to help light up the surrounding area around the trike as you taxi out.